battery was dead. And so at first I was like, well, that's just kind of weird because the battery's not that old, but this is a harsh climate. And I go, well, no problemo. I've got our super rugged survival box that I always keep in the car. I have this box. You know, I am enough of a prepper type that I've got a ham radio in there because I have a ham radio license. I have got a little battery that you can use to jumpstart your car if there's not another car around. I've got all kinds of, like sunblock supplies and survival blankets and first aid kits and walkie-talkie. I mean, I got all this stuff. And of course, there's jumper cables in there. So I was like, we're going to be fine, no sweat. I had prepared for everything out in this harsh desert environment. But it turns out there was one thing I had not prepared for. My beautiful wife, Lauren, took the kit out of the car. Oops! I did not prepare for that. And so, yeah, and of course, I'm like, we have an emergency kit. That is the one thing that I cannot compensate for, is the kit not being in the car. This is how reality works, isn't it? And she goes, well, it's your fault. I was like, how is that my fault? And she said that she went to the grocery store and bought a bunch of groceries that I had wanted. And so she took it out of the car to make room. And I'm like, well, but you could have put it back in. Look, you can't win these kinds of arguments, guys. So here I was like, all right, surely this film crew in their van, they probably have some jumper cables. Nope, they didn't have jumper cables. As a matter of fact, their shoot had almost been cursed. They'd had a lot of different problems along the way, which I won't get into right now. So here we are, stranded in the desert without jumper cables with my super duper survival box back at my house. But I must say that the person who saved the day was Mr. Jason Sriracha, because he also was part of the shoot that day. And we were able to use his truck to drive to wherever we could finally find some jumper cables. Anyway, we got it solved. But it was kind of funny, though, that here we were in an area where a lot of strange phenomena had been occurring. A lot of big electrical signals, and the battery gets zapped. I don't know. It seems like, and you may not realize this, if you start working on a paranormally oriented show, and I mean UFOs, ghosts, psychic phenomena, cryptids, any of that stuff, then often there are things that will work against you. There are obstacles that you will face. So everything turned out well, and it was a great lesson learned to your survival kit doesn't do any good for you unless you have it with you. All right, sorry about that, Lauren. But okay, now let's get ready to talk about St. Patrick's Day and the little people. Because my friend Jim Marsh used to say, a little green man runs across the room at a party, and one person says, look, an alien. Another person says, look, a leprechaun. Another person says, look, a demon. Well, what are these things? We've seen them all throughout history from different cultural points of view, but we interpret these beings in different ways. Coming up on our first break, and you may or may not know that I have this brand new one last chance item out there for you. Some of you were able to get a Buddha stone a long time ago with a purple plate kit. That was early on, and those are gone. Then some of you were lucky enough to get the Buddha stone wand. Now those are gone. But what you can get now, this is my last time offering this, the Buddha Stone Money Magnet Kit. Go right now to thebuddhastone.com. That's spelled B-U-D-D-H-A, thebuddhastone.com. And also, while you're clicking around there on the net, you sure better go to joshuapwarren.com and sign up for my free e-newsletter on the homepage. When you do that, you will receive an automated email with links to all kinds of free instant online gifts. It takes you 2 seconds to do that. joshuapwarren.com. You just put your email address into the little bank there and hit the submit button. So do that during the break, okay? I'm Joshua P. Warren. You're listening to Strange Things on the iHeartRadio and Coast to Coast AM Paranormal Podcast Network. And I will be right back.
It's Jamie Foxx. At BetMGM, everyone gets a welcome offer. Get up to $1,500 in bonus bets when you sign up if your first bet doesn't go your way. I love a good welcome. Hey there, friends. I'm here to treat you right with BetMGM. And warm welcome to our new customers. I see you out there. I know you got what it takes, so take out that phone, tap that BetMGM app, and bet, baby. You know what it is. There's a bonus bet waiting for you. Oh, that's the good stuff. Get on in here. Get your welcome offer and play with the sports book born in Vegas, where they know how to treat you right. Download BetMGM and bet.
See BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Use promotional offers not available in DC, Mississippi, New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. Call 877-8-OPEN-WIRE. Text OPEN-WIRE 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS Ohio. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico. First bet offer for new customers only, subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Hi, I'm Matt.
And I'm Leah, and we're from the Grown Up Stuff podcast.
Just in time for tax season. On this week's episode, we're chatting with CPA Lisa Green Lewis about how small businesses can tackle their taxes using TurboTax Business.
A Forbes study mentioned that a whopping 93% of small businesses overpay their taxes. And 17% of Gen Zers believe that you could write off any expense as a business expense. So
Can't blame them.
it's really important to do your taxes right.
Listen to Grown Up Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Grown Up Stuff. It's tax season, and by now, I know we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Here's another, 20%. That's the overall increase in identity theft related to tax fraud in 2024 alone. But it's not all grim news. Here's a good number, 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's US-based restoration specialists will fix it, backed by another good number, the $1 Million Protection Plan. In fact, restoration is guaranteed or your money back. Don't face identity theft and financial losses alone. There's strength in numbers with LifeLock Identity Theft Protection for tax season and beyond. Join now and save up to 40% your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock and use promo code iHeart or go to lifelock.com/iHeart for 40% off. Terms apply.
This is Nikki Glazer from the Nikki Glazer podcast. Hey, so we quickly want to touch on something serious. We talked about it when it came out, but wow, that commercial with Tom Brady and Snoop Dogg for Stand Up to All Hate has really stuck with me. Those two just like having it out with each other and telling each other why they hate each other and all the reasons. You're just like, wow, this is what most hate is based off of. Fear, insecurity, and jealousy. It's really just gotta stop. Too many people from too many different groups are facing too much hate in our country, and especially online. So join me in standing up to all hate. If you see it, speak up, call it out. Use one of the most powerful tools there is in this fight, your voice. You can learn more by following @What'sUpWithHate or show your support by posting the blue square emoji and using the hashtag #StandUpToAllHate.
Hi, this is Javon, your Blinds.com design consultant.
Oh wow, a real person.
Yeah, I'm here to help with everything from selecting the perfect window treatments to...
Wow, I've got a complicated project.
No problem. We make the complex simple. I can even help schedule a professional measurement install.
I didn't realize you did that.
We can also send you samples fast and free.
Wow, I mean, I always thought I needed a designer to come to my home, but scheduling's always a nightmare.
Not with Blinds.com. We're on your schedule. And there's no haggling, pressure, or hidden fees either.
I just might have to do more.
Whatever you need. How about you tell me what you had in mind?
Okay then, so the first room we're looking at is for guests coming over at 9 Blinds.com has covered over 25 million windows, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop Blinds.com now and save up to 45% site-wide. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to Strange Things on the iHeartRadio and Coast to Coast AM Paranormal Podcast Network. I'm your host, the Wizard of Weird, Joshua P. Warren, beaming in your wormhole brain from my studio in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, where every day is golden and every night is silver. Yes, as we prepare for the St. Patty's celebratory mood, get ready to dance a jig, because here it is from UFO Phil, a song that I presume I will be listening to at least once a year from here on out. This is Larry the Lunar Leprechaun. an email address right there, and I'm sure he would be happy to hear from you. And